Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. So up till now, Vardhamana, he started with his retinue, and he had he alighted this chariot, and he had all his merchandise in this bullock cart, and this bullock cart was pulled by two bulls. One is named Saṃjīvaka, the other is named Nandaka. They were born and brought up in his own house. That is why he has a lot of attachment towards it. When they were traveling to this place, which is close to Yamuna river, because of the marshy land, it was very, there were so many reeds and all that. So because of that, the bulls were not able to pull the cart, and this Saṃjīvaka slipped and broke his leg and fell down. Now, he is not able to get up. So, being a good person and being very fond of this bull, Vardhamana decided to stay there until this bull gets ready. At least he need not pull the vehicle, but he can come, at least walk along. So he tried to wait for that Saṃjīvaka to get well. So athatam viṣaṇṇam tadartham śneḥārdhradayah tirūratram prayanam bhangam akarot. Therefore, for the sake of that to get well soon, he stayed there for 3 nights. Vardhamana, along with his retinue, his caravan, he stayed there for 3 nights. Atha tam viṣaṇṇamālokya sārthikairabhihitam. Seeing him grieving, worrying, viṣaṇṇam, worrying, grieving, sārthikaihi, people who have come with him, along with him, his aides, abhihitam, they said these words. What did they say? What will they say normally? How can you leave us? How can you put us in this kind of situation? No, that's a natural way of, people fight. Because you cannot do this for us. How can you do this? Because we are getting paid like, no, all that. No. There is a method to express your grief, express your anguish. So he says, bhoḥ śreṣṭhin, respected sir, said ji, kimevaṃ vṛṣabhasya kṛte siṃhavyāghrasamākule bahvapāye'smin vane samastasārthastvayā sandehe niyojitaḥ. Kimevaṃ vṛṣabhasya kṛte, for the sake of this bull, siṃhavyāghrasamākule bahvapāye'smin vane, in this forest, which is infested with vyākule. Akule means samakule, samyaghakule, which is infested with a lion, tiger, etc. Simha, lion, vyaghra, tiger, etc. All these different kind of animals and other things. Dangerous snakes you have a fox, everything. So we don't know when which will attack us. Therefore, samastasārthastvayā sandehe niyojitaḥ. For the sake of this bull, you have put us in trouble. All the people who are following you. Oh, that is a problem. You cannot complain like that. So he thinks, okay, uktañca, and what am I to say to you? You know what people have said. Uktañca, they have said also. The great men, they have said. What have they said? svalpasya kṛte bhūri nāśayenmatimānnaraḥ etadevātra pāṇḍityaṃ yatsvalpādbhūri rakṣaṇam. So this is what the elders have said. svalpasya kṛte bhūri nāśayenmatimānnaraḥ etadevātra pāṇḍityaṃ yatsvalpādbhūri rakṣaṇam. Svalpasya kṛte, for the sake of, kṛte means for the sake of, svalpasya, for the sake of small number, less quantity. Bhūri na nāśayet. Bhūri means abundance. Na nāśayet, don't destroy. Matimānnaraḥ, an intelligent person does not destroy a huge thing for protecting a something small. Etadevātra pāṇḍityaṃ. This is what is smartness. This is what is intelligence. Pāṇḍityaṃ. Panda yasya asti iti pandit. Tat yasya asti iti pāṇḍityaṃ. Meaning one, panda means jnana, knowledge. One who is a learned person, intelligent man. So this is what is the intelligence. What is intelligence? yatsvalpādbhūri rakṣaṇam. yatsvalpādbhūri rakṣaṇam. Svalpad from lesser, bhūri rakṣaṇam, protecting the majority. From minority, protecting the majority is what is a smartness. You have to protect the majority. This is how we say. There is a way of saying also. For the sake of a country, a state. For the sake of a state, a village. For the sake of a village, a street. For the sake of a street, a house. For the sake of a house, a person. Like that, you can give up. We saw this. It is nothing new. We saw this happening during the COVID period. We were quarantined. Every country quarantined itself for protecting themselves from the others. Okay, so if some house in other countries we don't know, but in India we saw if some house had some COVID people, then that whole housing complex was quarantined. So this is a natural thing. Even in the house, if a person has a gangrene or something set because of diabetes, gangrene set and all that, so what will you say? I have to live. If you want to chop my head or chop my hand or leg, doesn't matter. I want to live. That's all. So they are ready to cut their hands. And no, we don't have to cut the full hand. Half of the hand is, oh, very good. Cut it. We don't have to cut the half hand also. You can protect the half hand, the full hand, if we cut the finger, just the finger. Good, cut it. I don't mind giving up the finger. We don't have to cut the finger also. Just a small cut and a nip and operation, small operation in the tip of the finger. Your finger is also protected. Good, do it. So to protect the majority, you try to manage the minority. So that is how is the business. Now you don't know how to protect the capital. You are talking about the small loss. You have to protect the capital, right? So he says, athāsau. And this fellow, this Vardhamana, this businessman, he is not like the other businessman. Oh, I'm paying you, right? You have to do what I say. Don't advise me. He didn't say that. The athāsau tadavadhārya. Athāsau. Thereafter, this fellow, this Vardhamana, tadavadhārya, he thought about it, what they said. saṃjīvakasya rakṣapuruṣānnirūpyāśeṣasārthaṃ nītvā prasthitaḥ. saṃjīvakasya, for the saṃjīvaka, that bull, rakṣapuruṣānnirūpya, leaving alone some few people to protect, not one or two, because one cannot take care, the other has to manage the food and all. So two also is not enough, because one has to take care of the food, one has to take care of the bull, and somebody has to take care of the protection, right? So he left 3-4 people there. rakṣapuruṣān, plural. Okay, so nirupya, leaving them, appointing them. Nirupya means appointing some 3-4 people. aśeṣasārthaṃ nītvā, the other retinue. nītvā, taking them. prasthitaḥ, he left from there. Taking them along with him, he left that place. Okay, now Saṃjīvaka is left with some caretakers. atha rakṣapuruṣāः api bahvapāyeṃ tadvanam viditva saṃjīvakam parityajya prishtatau gatvā ānyedyustaṃ sārthavāham mithyā'huḥ. This is what happens normally. You give people some freedom and leave them alone, they will do all their nasty business. So these fellows also are not exempt. So here he says, rakṣapuruṣāः api. Atha, thereafter, after they leave, atha rakṣapuruṣāः api. these people who are caretakers, they also bahvapāye'smin tadvanam viditva, seeing so much of danger in this forest. There is danger everywhere. Seeing that, viditva, understanding that, saṃjīvakam parityajya, they left saṃjīvaka there itself. They gave him up. And prasthato gatva, they started running behind. After a day or two, they started running, because if the whole caravan, if the whole retinue, it leaves some village, it will be difficult to catch up with them. So they left after a day or two. They ran towards in the direction which the other people left. Anye, the next day, dyu means day. Okay, anye, the other day, the next day, tam sārthavāham mithyā'huḥ. That sārthavaha, sārtham vahati iti sārthavaha, one who takes care of, one who takes care of or brings all the caravan, the whole group, the retinue. That is sārthavaha, the vardhamana, the businessman. Okay, sārthavaha mithyā'huḥ. Mithya means, in Vedanta, mithya does not mean lie. Here, mithya means, generally in other places, mithya means lie. Mithyā'huḥ, they lied to him. What did they lie? Swamin, mṛto'sau saṃjīvakah. अस्माभिः तु सार्थभाहस्य अभीष्ट इति मत्वा वह्निना संस्कृतः. स्वामिन्, O Lord, mṛto'sau saṃjīvakah. Saṃjīvaka died. Okay, what did you do? Asmabhistu, we people, sārthavāhasya abhishta iti matva, thinking that it is a very loud cow, loud bull for you, the owner, Sārthavaha, the owner or Lord. Therefore, thinking like that, Vannina Samskrita, we gave it a cremation. See, there are two ways to, after death, there are two ways to send off. One is cremating, the other is burying. Everywhere, this is the common thing. So, they cremated the bull. That's the tradition. And after cremating, they come here and tell him, iti tachrutva, after listening to that, sārthavaha kṛtaඥataya śneḥārdahridayah tasya urdhvadehika kriyaha vṛṣotsargadikaha sarvāns chakara. Sārthavaha, the Sārthavaha also. Sārthavaha means his owner, the Vardhamana, who is carrying with him all these people. He also, tachrutva, after listening to that, kṛtaඥataya, kṛtaඥa, kṛtam janati iti. One who remembers whatever you did. Okay, kṛtaඥa, if you say kṛtaඥa, kṛtam hanti iti, one who does not remember what you did to him. So, kṛtaඥa, this fellow is a good person. Kṛtaඥa, he remembers whatever love he got from that bull. So, that attachment towards that bull. Therefore, remembering all that love and all that, śneḥārdahridayasya, filled with love, this heart filled with love, tasya, for that bull, urdhvadehika kriyaha, urdhvadeha, the later birth, for that kriya, whatever karmas you have to perform, vṛṣotsargadikaha, the vṛṣotsarga, etc., sarvan shakara, all of them he did. See, nowadays people don't do many of these things. They don't understand the importance of these things. After death, you have to do this tarpana, shraddha, etc. People don't understand what the importance is. Shraddha, tarpana, etc. or vṛṣotsargadika kriya. This is it leads you. It leads this body from this plane to another plane. Okay. If we don't do this, what happens to that dead person is that person who is now dead. He travels as a ghost. That ghostly body he will have having. He will not be able to take another new body. Urdhvadehika, the next body he will not be able to take. Whether in heavens or in the earth, in another place. Wherever. So these karmas needs to be performed. And what is the point? Because what we do is we cook the rice. In North India, in some places they have this wheat balls. Okay, with wheat powder they make balls kind of. Now in South India we make rice balls. Okay, cook the rice and make balls, mix it with a little bit of sesame seeds, make balls, and then with water and sesame seeds and this, they do this tarpana, etc., this tilanjali, etc. Now why this is necessary is, after death these people, they have this ghostly body, and that ghostly body is nothing to be happy about. Yeah, they are going to travel from here to there. No, that's a body which is going to be burning like hell. It's like inferno heat, that kind of, it is unimaginable heat. And like when we are walking in sun, when there is a shade, a little bit of shade somewhere, or when a cloud prevents the sun rays directly hitting, for a few seconds you feel a relief. So these people also, they have this hunger and this heat. When you feed them with this food and water, they feel a little bit of relief. And because of the relief you gave, they'll bless. Oh, bless him, bless him, bless him. Like that, they'll bless you. Now, if you don't do that, they may not curse you, but they'll feel very, oh, what and all I did for these people. They are not even able to do it for once in a month or once in a blue moon day, whatever that is. So they are not even able to do this small act of love. What kind of people they are? That hurt they feel, that becomes a curse. Not many people understand their family is in bad situation because of they not giving their elders a proper send off through these karmas, A, or not taking care of their family deity, B. This is the problem. No, I am going to that temple, this temple, all that is okay, but the primary protection for your family is from your pitrus, ancestors, and from your family deity. No one will protect you better than these people. So these are must. So this fellow, he did these karmas. Actually, wait. These karmas are not to be performed for your donkey, cow, and your um, dog and cats. No. These karmas are not for them. Because in Shastra, it is very clearly said, Manushadhikaratvat Shastrasya. For Shastra, anything associated with Shastra, the rules are all, the prescriptions are all for only humans, not for dogs and cats. Okay. Now, oh, but Rama did it for Jatayu. Jatayu is a bird for which Rama did all the kriyas. What he did, why not us? Rama took that Jatayu as his father. He considered it to be his father. One. Two, normally we don't do these kind of activities in our house. When we go to like Badrinath and all, in Tirtha Kshetra, some Tirtha Kshetras have this, some holy places have this kind of practices. When you go to Badrinath, there is a place called Brahma Kapala where you do this Pinda Tarpana. Okay. When you do this ancestral rites, there it is not just for your ancestors. They'll also ask if you want to do tarpana, this for you, this ancestral right for you, your friends or your family friends or somebody known to you, you can do. So since this fellow Vardhamana is now traveling on the banks of Yamuna, some holy site, so he did all the activities for him, and not just that, he felt it as a family member. So he did all the karmas for the sake of that bull, Saṃjīvaka. But wait, Saṃjīvaka didn't die now. Okay, these activities which we do becomes a kind of blessing for us in our life. So what happens? These. See, if our kids and others, they do, in kids of the past life, they do these karmas for us, it will come as luck or blessings for us, and they will also get the blessings. Now, how did this fellow Saṃjīvaka, who didn't die, get the blessings? Now he says, saṃjīvako'pi आयुष्येषतया यमुना सलिल मिश्रैः शिशिर तर वातैः आप्यायित शरीरः कथञ्चिदपि उत्थाय यमुना तटम् उपेदे. Saṃjīvaka also आयुष्येषतया, because there is enough prarabdha left, there is enough lifetime left. His lifetime didn't come to an end. Okay, his lifespan didn't come to an end. Ayu means the lifespan. His lifespan didn't come to an end. Therefore, still there is some more years. Therefore, yamuna salila mishraihi shishira taravataihi. Shishira taravataihi, the water which is cold. Why it's cold? Yamuna salila mishraihi, because it is mixed with the water droplets of Yamuna, the Yamuna river. See, in Ganga, Yamuna river, while staying in the Ganges, like I stayed in Rishikesh. In Rishikesh, people who stay there normally, permanently, they don't go to Ganges every day. But people who come from other places, they go. Where are you going? I'm going to take bath in Ganges. Every day they'll do for 1 week or 2. But if somebody is going to stay there for permanently, kind of, they don't go every day. On some auspicious days, they go and take bath. Otherwise, they will say, oh, even the tap water is Ganges water. That is the excuse we do. Even otherwise, this is the best example. Shishira taravatahi, the water contains the droplets, because the cold wave or the cold wind which comes, it comes from the Ganges. The Ganges means it's not just bringing the chillness, it also brings the droplets of the water. The atmosphere is filled with Ganges there, Ganges water. Similarly, the atmosphere is filled with the Yamuna water, and Ganges water and Yamuna water, they are all holy rivers. Holy rivers means they have the potency to not just get rid of your sins, your dirts of the cloth, dirts of your mind. They are punya. They give punya also. So because of that punya, apyayita shariraha, his body got a little better. Okay. Now, when you are hurt, etc., sometimes when you break your legs, etc., what happens is you run fever. Now, this cold wind, it cajoled him and it brought life to him. So, kathanchit utthaya, somehow he got up. Yamuna tatam upapede, and reached the Yamuna tata. Tata means the river bed. Okay, so the shore of the banks of Yamuna. He reached the banks of Yamuna. What happened there? Tatra marakata sadrushani balatrina agrani bhakshayan katipayaihi ahobihi haravrṣabha iva pīnaha kakudman balavanscha samvrataha. Tatra marakata sadrushani. Marakata is the green emerald stones. Okay, the green stones, emerald stones. Sadrushani, similar to those emerald stones. Bala trina agrani. Bala means young. Trina means leaf. The grass, young grass. Agrani, the top portion. If you have seen the cows grazing, you can see they don't eat the whole of grass. They just eat the tips. That is how they graze. Okay, that's why probably they say grazing. So they don't eat. They just eat the tip. And the tip means the newly grown leaf. That is the newly grown leaf. Okay, that's just now coming out. The tips or the newly grown leaves are tastier than healthier and tastier than the old leaves, seasoned leaves. Like the neem leaf, you see. If you eat the newly grown young leaf compared to the old leaf, this young leaf will be sweet. The old leaf will be very bitter. The young leaf will be sweet and it will taste different. And it's healthier also. So any mango leaves also, the young leaves will be very tastier, but the old leaf will be some funny taste it will be. So he says, Balatina agrani, the tip of the new leaves, bhakshayan, eating them. Katipaihi ahobhi. Katipaihi means some. Ahobhi means days. For after some days, hara vṛṣabha iva. Iva means like. Vṛṣabha means bull. Like the bull. Which kind of bull? Hara vṛṣabha, like the bull which Shiva has. Hara means Shiva. Like the bull which Shiva has. That kind of bull, Pinaha, fat, Kakudman, heavy, muscle with muscles, and Balavansa, strong, Samvrta he became. He became fat, heavy, and strong. Pratyaham Valmika Shikharani. And you can see if the boys or the girls, when they become little beauty or little whatever that beauty is, they want to display that, right? If the fellow has a little bit of strength, he'll try to whichever the powerful fellow, whatever the power is, he'll try to use that power and try to subjugate others. That's a common thing, just to show, hit here or hit there. So similarly, this fellow also, now he is healthy and strong, so he wants to do some nonsense. So pratyaham, every day, balmika shikhara agrani shingabhyam vidarayan. Balmika means the anthill. Anthill, shikhara agrani, the tip of the anthill. Like if you have a mound, or if you have a sand, like a hill, this bulls, this cows or bull, they will try to plow it with their horns. So this fellow also, Valmika Shikhrani. In the forest, what kind of mounds you see? You see only these ant hills. So ant hills, Shikra Agrani, the tip of the ant hills, the top of the ant hills, Shringabhyam, with its horns, Vidarain, it broke. It broke it. And Garjamanaha Aste, it didn't bellow. Normally we say bellowed or moved or whatever. Now this fellow is not moving, or it's mooing. Okay, moving. Mo. It's not moving, it's not bellowing, it is a Garjamanaha, roaring. The sound, because he has lot of strength and all that, so he was like roaring. Sadhu Chaida Muchata, it is rightly said. This is a very beautiful thing. See, after talking about the economics, after talking about business, after talking about the love for other things, so now he is entering into another field. After talking about how you have to approach your seniors, your high officials, how you have to the superiors, now he is talking about the reality of life. What is that? The truth of life. Message of life. Arakshitam tishtati daivarakshitam surakshitam daivahatam vinashyati jivatyanathōpi vane viṣarjitah kṛta prayatnopi grihe vinashyati. Arakshitam tishtati daivarakshitam surakshitam daivahatam vinashyati jivati anathōpi vane viṣarjitah kṛta prayatnopi grihe vinashyati. This is the truth of life. Daivarakshitam, Arakshitam, Daivarakshitam, Surakshitam Tishtati. Arakshitam, that which is not protected, unprotected. There is no one to protect it. Daivarakshitam, but if it is protected by God, if there is a hand of God there, Surakshitam Tishtati. It stays healthy, protected. Daivahatam Vinashyati, but if there is no hand of God there is no blessing of God, the grace of God, then Vinashyati, it gets destroyed. We can see in the Indian trains and on the roads and all, you can see some places, kids, boys, young boys and all that, they traveling from one place to another alone, begging and cleaning and this thing and doing that thing, all the menial jobs. They stay in rain, they stay in cold, sun, everything, every kind of climate. They are healthy, no issues. But we see, we even during the COVID period, we saw all these people who were in these kind of who were undergoing this kind of lifestyle. They were not affected by COVID too much. But people who were in protected environment, they were the only people who were troubled by this COVID lot. Right? So that is why I say, Daivarakshitam, they are protected by the gods. So they live healthily. Daivahatam vinashyati, but the one who is not protected by God, they die. Jivati anathopi. Anathopi, even if one does not have natha, a lord, master, in the house, the head. Anatha means orphan normally. Okay? Anatha, orphan. Anathopi, even an orphan. Vane viṣaṇṇamālokya. Even if there is no one to protect him. Vane viṣaṇṇamālokya jivati. If he is left alone in the forest, he lives. Like we have heard stories of Tarzan, etc. Mowgli, Tarzan, all these people. In the forest, the animals and all, they stay happily, they without any problem, they live. Kṛte prayatnopi gruhe vinashyati. But even if you put effort in the house, dies. Like in forest, we have the saying, the one who created it will water it. Why should we be worried about it? Like that. No? So in the forest, there are so many trees and so many plants. They come up naturally. They live naturally in a strong life and all that. But when we plant a small, try to plant a tree or plant anything in our house, even though we take care of it with manure and water and whatnot, still they die. So that is why kṛte prayatnopi, even if we put effort to protect it, grihe vinashyati, in the house, they die. And in the forest, they live without even being protected by anyone, being taken care of by anyone. This is the reality of life. So if we have the grace of Ishvara, God, then everything will be taken care of. If there is no Ishvara grace, then even if anyone, any kind of protection will not help. That is the idea. Okay, we'll see. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.